Before we carry on with the project, I just want to make a small adjustment to the vacuum system, and this is just to try and improve the airflow and to cut off any potential leaks. Let me explain. Now currently we've got the vacuum here and the ductwork coming out here. Crash. And this spur is for the bandsaw and other accessories that I have, but the difficulty I have is with the blast gate. Now this is one that has a channel inside so that the whole thing moves, but because of the way it's constructed, up at this top end, as dust goes through, the dust collects in this channel groove up at the top end, and you might not be able to see it. In fact, let me see what I can do. Now here I've got the video light just behind the duct, so there, that should seal so that there's no air leakage whatsoever from that, but because it's blocked at this top end, it's allowing air to get through. That's what I want to correct. So what I've done is got myself some of the blast gates that you see behind me. These go all the way through, and they have a cutout where the vacuum or the air needs to flow, but push that all the way through and there's nowhere for the dust to get trapped, therefore it seals it completely. So what I'm going to do is put one of them here, and I'm thinking blank all of that off with another gate here, or roughly here, and that way I can cut, I can forget that then if I'm using this branch. So that's what I'm going to do first off. So first of all, I just need to work out where this is going, because of that's a wall plate, so that needs to go that way, and because of how high this goes, I've got to obviously bring that down here somewhere. So stick that in there. Will that need another connector? That's plenty. So, or do I take that off and just put that straight into the, no, I still need that connector there, don't I? Okay, so that's that. Now the second one will, wall plate will go that way, and that will need to come somewhere here so it doesn't interfere with this one. So I need to take out a little section of that pipe there with another connector like that. So that means I'm going to have to cut it somewhere around here. Okay. Well, I'll mark that there, and then just disconnect this pipe here and trim that little section off. And I only put this screw in to stop this falling off the Y-joint, just to make sure vibrations didn't take its toll. So, there we go. So that's that. Then take that off. So for that I need to move the vacuum system slightly. Keeping that piece, but this is the piece that needs trimming. So undo that bracket. That's that. Now the easiest way I found of cutting this is on the bandsaw. So just make sure the depth is not too great. Lock the blade off, the blade guard off, and then there we go. A nice clean square cut. Pop that back inside the brackets, move it along and into the connector like that. Then it's a connector in that one. It's the blast gate and the other connector. Just move the whole unit back. tighten that bracket up, and what I want to do now is just make sure that the blast gate is fixed solidly, so I just need to put some wood underneath there. Now, to fit behind this, what I'm going to use is this block of wood. It was just here, it used to support part of the vacuum pipe work, but I'm going to fit that behind there. Now at the moment it's a little too thick, so what I've done, marked off where I need to cut. That will go like that, and I'm just going to cut that off, fit that to the wall, and then I can screw that blast gate on. But again, that means back to the bandsaw. So height adjustment, and fence adjustment. Roughly there. The gunge. That's that. And that fits behind there nicely. So I didn't really want to dismantle this again. That's why I've used such a big piece of wood. But if I drill here and here, that will be fine, and I'll be able to attach the blast gate nicely. So let me just use my pencil to mark where I want it. So if I drill there, that one will go into the mortar, and if I drill there, it will go into the mortar. It doesn't need to be strongly attached because it's not really going to be taking any weight. That's done by that bracket and the vacuum system itself. And that's the first blast gate in place. That is nice and solid now. That slides nicely, so that's cut in that position. That part of the ducting is completely isolated, and the only airflow now will be through there. So I've just got to fit the blast gate here, which will also need a little bit of a filler. Right, for this support it's a twofold process. I'm large piece of timber. I'm just going to cut it straight across there. So I'm using that part, and then this piece I'm splitting straight down the middle and then lay them next to each other. So this is the only piece that we'll need to screw to the wall. Everything else can screw through to this. Right, so first process. Okay. Stage one. That one's got to come right off as well. All I'm needing to do is fit that once. It'll be one screw is all that's needed. So what I'm going to do, that's roughly where I need it. So if I take that off, and take that off, and go for something like that in the middle. So that is there, that is there. To mark where I want to drill, one tap right in the middle of the brick. That's fine. Mark that. Simples. That's firm enough for what I need. So all I need to do now is put those two on there. And then the last gate will go on there like that. I've actually opted for 40mm screws. Everything that he put up would not fall down. My dad was into construction overkill, and to a certain extent I've inherited that. There we go, that's that. And then 30mm should be plenty for this. So that's that. Now that's the blast gate open, so that's closed. I just want to check whether that is leaking. Good. And this is the finished product. The two blast gates are in. Both are supported on the blocks. What I've done, what I decided to do, just a little bit of packing at the back here, just to bring this bottom edge of the blast gate out a little bit, and then a self-tapping PVC screw just to hold this connector in place. So everything is now secure, it works nicely, and that was just a small diversion from everything else that's going in the workshop today. But I needed to get this done so that I could make sure and maximize the vacuum and the airflow on the system. So thanks for coming along with me on this journey, and we'll see you next time.